Hello, we're live. It's Saturday at 1 p.m. and this is Nikki and we're live. Hi, how you doing? I hope you come in and join us. We give it just a couple of seconds while anybody who wants to come in and say hello can comment and say hello. It is 1:05 p.m. here in the Mountain State, and we have just been having cloudy weather the past couple days. A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, the spring normal stuff. The current frame rate is too low. Please set your frame rate. Okay. I'm not going to be doing that with my live stream running right now. So, I hope you all have had a wonderful week, and I hope you can comment and tell me about it. That would be awesome. Hello everyone. I'm Nikki. Welcome on in. If you're catching this as a replay, thank you for being here. I make handmade, one-of-a-kind jewelry and wire wrap pieces and unique designs. I also make costumes, and I'm also a minister with the Universal Life Church. So if you're planning on having a local marriage or wedding ceremony, I'm happy to be there to marry you in an efficient capacity, or to counsel as a fellowship, friendship situation. This week has been really full for me. I usually talk about all the things that I have tried to do and show you projects that I'm working on. Currently, this week was pretty busy for us. I had a lot of doctor's appointments. I had time to get in a couple of workouts, which felt really good. And also some studying, which I'm still working on, to get my license for insurance adjuster. As far as my health issues are going, we're scheduling an EKG. We're checking out the organs one at a time. It's just the way it works when you're trying to figure out what's going on. So there'll be more about that in later casts. So today we're gonna show a couple of, oh, someone's in. Hi, sister. Mwah, I love you. Today I'm going to show you something that happened in the middle of all the chaos that I've had this week. I actually sat down to work on a project that I was working on, which happens to be these crystal points here. Let's see if I can get that close enough where you can see that. Okay, there you go. I was putting some cords on a couple of these, and I picked up, excuse me, I picked up a sack of these little hearts here that are, I know the light is weird there. They are real stone, I believe, because they feel cold to the touch, and when they drop, they sound like stone. So I'm assuming that they're stone. Whether they've been dyed or not, I really couldn't tell you. I'm assuming that a couple of them are real because they look real. And they have the right striations and cuts within them to indicate that they're real. But I'm assuming that a few of them are howlite and they're just dyed. So anyway, I picked up one of them and I started making this bracelet here. I'll show you. Get close to it. And so as you can see, I'm still in the middle of wrapping it, but this is something I've never really made before. I've never had a a back to a stone that doesn't have a hole in it, which these hearts do not. And I've never wrapped anything like that before. So that was kind of cool. And then something else happened on Thursday night. I I picked up one of the bailed pieces that I had, and suddenly I unwrapped it, and I took that main wire and I made something completely different that I've never done before. Um, I, I mean, I've wrapped pieces together like charms and beads and all that, but I've never made something that had the types of feelings that this thing was giving me while I was making it. And here it is. And I'm calling it a protection charm. I During the entire time I was making it, I just felt the flow of, do we think about our own spiritual protection? Do we think about what's in our hearts protecting us while we're doing our day-to-day things? And let me know in the comments if you wear a protection charm like a cross or a pentagram or an ankh or something like that day to day. You don't even think about it. You don't even think what it is, what the symbol means. You just put it on. It's just something you put on. For this charm, I just happen to be thinking about protection and how busy we get, forgetting about protecting the things we love, or even our personal spirituality, our own hearts. Um, and it just came out. It just came out. The pieces just came together, and I was considering putting a crystal point on the back of it after it had finished, with the flow of energy. The very last thing I thought was to attach a point to the back side so that when you flip it over, you would get some of those cute little glass beads and a crystal point on the back. Here, I'll show you again. There's the front. And the back looks very similar. It's just a little bit less jumbly, I guess. But you could attach anything to it. I mean, I even could wire wrap one of these little hearts to it, but the first instinct I had was to put a crystal point on it. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. I liked it too. I liked it a lot. I like I said, I never made anything like this. I mean, I suppose at one point I probably said I would do something like that, but it just flowed right out of me while I was making it. It only took like maybe 3 hours probably to wrap it all up. So I was thinking, maybe I would ask 25 for it in the way that it is now. And then if I add a crystal point to it, it would obviously be 40, because the points are expensive for real crystal. But yeah, it just flowed right out of me. And a lot of the things that I make actually come that same way. But this was just, I could feel the protective energy coming out of me while I was making it. Like the idea that this will be the only one that I ever make like this. This will be the only one that I ever order it to give protection. That the idea that we don't check those feelings and check those walls, that we don't check them often enough for our own protection. So I was just thinking that this would be a protection. This could be a small little gateway wall for you Uh, it's difficult to put into words how it made me feel while I was making it, but I really liked it, and I thought I would put it up, and it was the first thing I put after cousin Chrissy's bags up on the pictures. So next, let's talk about those. So I did have one person message me and say that they were interested in the Lug travel bag, but she wants something that's more in a yellow color. So I will talk to Christina about that. So Ellen, if you're watching, just know that I asked that I have that on the list of stuff to talk with Christina about when I call her today. Um, okay, so I still have the two bags available. The Hawaiian print, which is really cool. It has that plastic on the inside to keep everything from, leaking out. Like if your makeup breaks or something during a flight or a cruise, you have the protection of that plastic stuff. And then the leather bag, which, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I must have taken it out twice this week just to sniff it. It reminds me of being a teenager and going to the Tandy leather store and then just standing in there breathing, like just taking in the breath of that leather. It just smells so good. I think it kind of hits my Indian bone, uh, being partly Native American in there, in the mixture that is what the Scots are. Um, yeah, that kind of hit me. So, if you're interested in the bags or the charm that I just showed you, please let me know in the comments, or you can send me a private message that reaches me too. I do check it every day now. Um, so everything that I make is usually one of a kind, and I think I told you that before, but I have made multiples of things. So I do have a couple of sets of earrings that I'll show you today that I still have and can still make several types of them. And the first ones are just like a cross and a star. Get that camera orientation going. And you can see there the pink stars. I have several different colors of all these pieces, and also different crosses, which you'll see in the next set here, which is just a cross with a red bead. Different crosses, different glass beads, and also many different charms, like these cute little black hearts with a stone inside. There's like a little, I want to call it a crystalette, but it's probably just one of those glue-on ones, because everything that I make is costume. So if it's going to be real silver or real copper, I let you know that it's real, and that, I'll also give you directions on how to take care of it properly, so that you don't ruin the tarnish, or so that you don't tarnish the finish, or unless you wanted it tarnished, I would have to get liver of sulfur, and I cannot physically stand the way that it smells, so I never use it. So that makes a big difference too, when you are doing jewelry making like I do. If you're gonna like torch up your metal and turn it into something, you've got to be able to cure the turned thing, and that requires cooling it down or otherwise oiling it, and there are a lot of other steps that go along with that, which I think it's too much for me to do. I have so much to do anyway, and I do have access to someone who does make jewelry on the fly, and she will take custom orders. If you just ask me about that in the DM on the down, I'm sorry, in Messenger, if you just ask me about that, I will certainly pass along the information to her so that you guys can get into contact with each other. Okay, so I have a couple more sets of earrings. that I pulled out just for today. Here's another pair with some, stop moving, crystal bicones. And I have made sets of rings and necklaces and earrings that look like this. They're not exactly like that, but they are fairly similar. And on this one, you'll actually see a sticker from when I had a business of Nick and Dale's. Dale is my partner who makes real fine jewelry with real gold and real silver. But this is a piece that we had on display at several shows, like the merchandise, when the Merchandise Mart was still open. We had a show there. Okay, and so here is some mushrooms with some very cool little colored glass beads there. And the last pair is this silvery skeleton skulls. And they are silver on both sides. Hope you could see that. Didn't really turn it very well, but there it is. With the light of the laptop, get them going there. And I sell earrings usually for $14 a pair, but if you want to buy more than one, I'll make a deal with you. So just let me know. And I don't post these in my pictures. So if you liked one of the pairs I showed you, just make sure to reference that in your message. And then if you would like a custom pair, I will certainly, we can do a Facebook, or what is that, FaceTime, where you can call me on Facebook. How silly, how behind I am, huh? Here's some really cute witch hats. Okay, that is the last pair of earrings. I still have, come apart. I still have 2 of these bracelets with the rubber band. How funny, a rubber band, but that's really a rubber band. And there's the clasp, and it's kind of cool as it comes open, like a watch clasp. Come on. And then this part is, it has like a little latch right there that fits into the hole, and then it closes up just like a watch. And that is stainless steel. And thanks, cousin. Nice to see you. Yeah, I have made a lot of this stuff handmade. A lot of the charms I get just made like that, and then I put it together with other things to create a completed thing. And then these rubber band bracelets came all separate. I made the clasp pieces that they connect here, these little things here. I banded those, and then I just put it all together so that it becomes a completed jewel. I shouldn't say jewel, I should say a piece, a completed piece. And so I still have a couple of those bracelets left. And I do still have some beaded hearts left. And like I said at the beginning of our stream today, I have made many beaded things. Here is one of the hearts that I made. This is a necklace pendant. And a couple more that I have. Also a necklace pendant. And I don't know if these ones particularly have a picture up in our page, but I can add pictures of that today to the current photo album. I can also make rings that match this with that real pretty silver wire and with the same colored beads. And I use all glass beads as often as I can. Some are acrylic. And some are made of different types of plastics. Facebook keeps telling me that my frames per second is too low. And so I don't know how to do that. I'll have to figure that out this week and fix that. Also, I did work with the OBS and the streaming Android Cam, I think it's called, so that I can try to work with 2 camera views. So I can have a view above and I can show you things up to the camera this way. You can still see me here on the main camera. Cousin Buddy, most of the things that I've made are on my Facebook. If you just go into my photos, you'll see a couple of lines of just pictures of jewelry. And that's a lot of the stuff that I have made that I was trying to sell, that I've been trying to sell for about 2 months. Coffee is good. And you'll be able to see what I have right now that's still for sale. If it says sold in the description, it's already gone. But if you like that particular piece, I can probably make another one. Just let me know what you think. And be sure to message me for that. So these hearts that I made, they're running at 19 or 20. I mean, make me an offer. Let's do a deal. And I'll also throw in a chain or a cord if you want one. And then, let's see, what other things do I have left in here that didn't get sold? Oh yeah, this necklace that has a resin, it's poured resin over a picture, I think. But I got it because I thought it was so pretty. But I'd actually like to learn how to do this. Because I have some ideas of what I know I would like, but maybe somebody else might like it. You can see it's kind of the moon and the sun, but it's a man and a woman. And I think it's lovely. And it has a silver-ish chain. And, oh, let me flip that around so you can see the back. It's just kind of a sunburst pattern there. So I'm looking to, I don't know, maybe 20 for this one too. As it's never been worn, and I can change out the chain if you don't like that. I can put it on a cord, leather or braided. And I also have stainless steel, I think it's called snake chain, but I'm not quite sure. But I have some stainless steel chains too of different lengths. Just let me know. I do not know how to change this. It keeps telling me to change the frame rate. Okay. So that's the extent of the stuff that hasn't sold. Oh yeah, the red tree of life that is on my pictures is still for sale. Let me pull that out. There we go. And this is probably one of the very first pieces that I made here. There we go. Especially with that, the doubled wire there, and then this wrapping on the top here. And I'd say I held on to it, and I've actually worn it a few times. I've held on to it for quite a long time. Okay, Cousin Bud, that would be awesome. Thank you. I can't wait to talk to you. When you private message me, I'll leave my phone number, and then we can call each other. We can talk about more stuff if you want. Okay, that is... Oh, I still have a moon bracelet and a star bracelet that are just made of, it's Tibetan silver. So they say it's 925, but you know, you can't trust that stuff. Here's the moon one, and it has these balls on the end, and these just unscrew. Oh, these don't move. Well, on the infinity one that I already sold, the balls just came unscrewed. But here it doesn't. It's pretty, and it looks really nice. It'll fit any wrist, and you can even bend it. It has a little bit of play as far as the bending goes. So you can see it's real thin on my large hand there. So, I still have a star one also of that same type. And I think I ordered those from a woman who just was learning how to weld. And I've had them for, I can't even tell you, probably 15 years. But they're brand new. They're still in a plastic little sack. And the tarnish doesn't seem to affect that since it's plated. So that's cool, and that will last for a long time, I'm sure, if you keep it in a closed container. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I still have this amethyst pendant, and it is one of my favorite pieces, as you can flip it to either side. You can flip it to either side and wear it on either side. You can see the side there. Some of my better beading work here. And I am currently practicing every day, trying to make a piece every single day. I'd say this thing is every bit of 2 inches. Let me see, I have a measure tape. No, I don't. Oh, I do. It is 2 1/4 inches long and 1 1/2 inches wide. And I think it would be best on a silver chain. And I'd really like to get 40 for this one. It took many hours to make it. So if you are interested in that, yeah, I would certainly throw in a jewelry box for you. And let me just show you what those look like. I know that in the past few weeks, I have said that if you are interested in buying $35 to $40 worth of my stuff, I would give you one of these $7.50 jewelry boxes. And here it has a zipper that goes all the way around, and it has 3 hooks here for a bracelet or a necklace, and a little pocket here where you could keep a ring or $50 or your favorite silver coin. And then of course it has the portioned parts here where you can keep rings or earrings, and then here rings again, you have ring spaces. And this is just small enough to fit in your travel pouch. I mean, it's like 3.5 inches across every which direction, and then maybe 2 inches deep. So, I mean, it's the perfect travel case. And, oh, it's 4 inches, sorry. 4 inches on every side. And like I said before, if you get 35 to 40 or higher, I will throw in one for you. And if you want to buy one outright, they're $7.50. So I have several colors. I have pink, orange, this tannish white color. I have a couple green ones. I have one black one left, and I believe I have 2 gray ones. And it's a shiny gray, so it's kind of silvery, but you could tell it's darker than silver. It's gray. Okay, I don't think there's anything left that is still for sale. Oh yeah, I still have a silver scarab. I'm not going to pull it out because I'm worried that it's going to start to tarnish because I've touched it a lot. But it's a silver-ish scarab. There you can see in there. It's a pendant. And it's pretty heavy, so I would wear it as a pendant. But it could be a keychain as well. And I would be willing to hook that onto any type of bead necklace for a keychain for you, if you like. The most recent pieces that I've made are this right here, this owl tree of life. And that is a pendant. And this thing is like 2.5 inches across. So it's pretty large, and you can see to my face, to my glasses, it's pretty large. I think it would be best hung on a string or a leather of like 20 inches. And then, let's see if I can get that off of there without hooking up. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then there is this little pendant, and you could wear it on either side because this one in the middle moves. That thing moves. See there, it spins. And this is an example of one of those pieces that just comes to me. I don't know where I don't know where the idea for it came from. It just happened. And the same goes for this one here. And these last two I just showed you, they're on the like 3 for $25 rack. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Here is a tree of life with actual stones. Those are soapstone, the blue type. And that is a whole ring bail there. Oh, come on, hand. There we go. I hope you're getting the full effect of that. It's so cute. Okay, And out of some strange, I don't even know how, but this little fresh Blair Witch looking thing came out. And I was really trying to get that pentagram, I should say that star to just come right out. And I think it did pretty good. It looks loose, it looks organic. I love the green. I think the green was a really good call. Um, and so yeah, this type right here would be about 15. And I have different green colored ropes that would go with it. Would look so cute. Okay. I have showed you everything that is left as of today. There are a couple of other pendants that I finished that are still for sale as well, and you can just check those pictures out on my Facebook photos. Okay, a couple things I'll remind you of before I close out here. Excuse me. I'm still an ordained minister through the Universal Life Church. I'm always open for fellowship and supportive conversation in a spiritual and friendship way. I cannot give you professional advice legally, but as a support, talking to you as your friend, fellow, I can definitely do that, and I can perform marriage ceremonies if anybody's looking for that. If you're just joining, I'm getting ready to sign off, but please let me know if you'd like to see any other things in person. You can message me. This week I'll continue trying to organize in my space here in the office. I'm sure you can see that I have eliminated the tower on this side, and you can see my tools and wires are nicely laid out in that little caddy, which has been super helpful and also making me feel very creative. And then the tower of boxes is no longer. I put the shelves together that were in them, and they are currently holding what was on the floor all around me, which was a lot of unopened packages of more organization stuff. I'm currently on the lookout for a Lazy Susan that has several layers, so that on the top I can put my nail polish box and the little stickers and things that I have going on for that. And then the lower one has possibly cups for my pens and pencils and all the stuff I use at my desk, especially my lotion and my vitamin E oil, which I use as often as possible because it's so dry here. But that organization, that Lazy Susan, will be a game changer for the desk, I tell you. It would be a big help. So if you know of a good one, or you can make one, I would certainly love to talk to you, so please message me. Okay. Next week on my stream, I'm going to try the 2View camera system with the OBS and Android cam. I hope that it works. I'm still learning how to use it. I've practiced with it a couple times already. I may put a practice live up on YouTube just to test it to see if it works. I hope that you join me there. If not, don't worry about it. But I will try to do that. And I'll keep you updated on all the other stuff that we have going on. And spring break with the kids was great. We played a lot. We went bowling. We read books. We just had a really good time. I can't wait for summer when I have them for a whole week again. And we are also starting to talk about planning our yearly camping trip. So if you're interested in coming to that, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun, you guys. If you decide to go with us, it's a whole week. We usually go down to Deckers, and the campsite is literally 1 hour from my house. And it is the best time. We always have a good time. And in anticipation, it's probably going to rain for 2 of the 5 days, but we don't care. We'll set the tent up in the rain, and then during the sun times, we have lots of canopy tents, and hopefully, so far the list is me and Joey and Jeff and the dogs, and Christina and Tony and their dog, and Alina and her dog that are going to drive out, and I hope that they can make it. And then I have been talking to a couple of people who also have kids who want to come. We don't usually have kids at the camping event because we tend to do a little more drinking than normal, but it would be okay to have the kids come because it's such a fun time. Hopefully the Collins boys will be with us this year, and we'll see about that. We don't know yet. Elena is going to talk to them. Maybe Isaiah will be back from deploy, and if that's the case, then I hope that they are able to come. Other than that, I'm going to sign off now, and make sure that you come back next week and check us out. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more order to what I'm doing. Even though I'm getting used to doing this, I mean, this is like 8 weeks in a row now, and I'm shocked I have been able to do it that many weeks in a row, other than for Donnie's funeral weekend. We've been consistent, and being consistent is what it takes. The key to everything is being consistent. Oh, and love, of course, and I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.